huge glitch in Princess's website the day that the European 2027 cruises were released, and people are dealing with the aftermath now. We also need to talk about what's going on, a scam that has people calling saying that they're from Princess. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday, it is June 12th of 2025, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so very, very much. So I want to start at the very top today talking about the scam that is going on. We've got people reporting into me. I've had 3 so far, so that kind of makes me think it's not just an isolated case, but 3 people have let me know that they received phone calls from people saying that they are from Princess Cruises, trying to convince the person that they're calling, our Let's Go family members, that their final payment is due that day and they need to hurry up and pay it. Well, it's really interesting, the differences and the similarities between the calls, but all of them, the people say your final payment is due today. And fortunately, the people that have reported it to me so far have not been taken in by this scam. They've kind of thought to themselves, you know what, I thought my final payment was not due in one case until July. And so they fortunately said, I'm going to check this out and call you back. And once they looked, they saw that their final payment was not due that day and didn't give their credit card information. So a couple of things that I think are really important things for us to remember, and I would love to hear from all of you in the comments if this has happened to you, as well as any other things you think we should be thinking about with this, because this can happen truly with anywhere, not just Princess Cruises. It can be any other cruise line. It can be any other business, because people are very, very nefarious these days in how they get a hold of information and how they use that information. And so a couple of things that really stand out to me is, number one, if somebody calls you, I really don't talk to anybody about anything on the phone. And you know, if somebody calls me and tries to talk to me about a payment being due, about anything to do with my home, my cars, anything at all, I just don't talk to them about it. People can send me an email, but even be careful with emails. They can send me some mail, still be careful with mail, but people calling me on the phone trying to get money, to me, that day has passed. So don't do anything like that on the phone. The other thing is when you have a booking with any cruise line, call that business directly. Do not Google the phone number. Do not Google the phone number, because that's another good scam that people do. They make it so that the scam phone number comes up first in the search, and then people start calling and they take your money. So go to the website, the actual website of the place that you are working with. In this case, it would be princess.com. Get the phone number there, 1-800-PRINCESS. It's easy to remember. Call them directly. If you ever have any question, if somebody calls you, call Princess and ask them. The third thing that I want us to all keep in mind is how easy it is to be taken in. And just because someone is nice, just because someone seems to know a little bit of your information, does not give them access to your life. Remember that. And don't let anybody take you in. So let me know in the comments anything else that you want to share with us. I really appreciate you all chiming in on this. And a quick note for those of you who have been so kind to book your cruise through me. I'm the only one you talk to. I don't have anybody working for me. It's just Gordon and I here. And so it's my pleasure to get to talk with you. And so don't ever have anybody, don't ever think anybody works with me, because they don't. If I ever get to the point that I decide I'm going to hire someone, I don't know that that's really coming. But if it ever did, I would tell you. I would actually introduce them to you on my video and let you know who they are and what they're going to do. So just know, if anybody calls you from Let's Go Travel Tips or saying they're Allison, make sure it's me. You know who I am. And you know. Alrighty, we've got a huge problem going on right now. On last Tuesday, a week ago Tuesday, Princess released their Europe 2027 cruises. We were also very excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. I told you about it in advance so that you could log in first thing in the morning, look at those cruises, and if you saw something that you wanted, you could go ahead and book it. Well, apparently Princess had a glitch that day for a little while that morning, and I don't know how long that glitch lasted, and I don't know if it was for all of their cruises. The number of people that are upset about it, it might have been for all their cruises. I did not book any during that time frame, so I don't have anybody that I'm trying to go to bat for on that. But what Princess Cruises has been doing about this is if you want to, you can book that cruise for more money and they'll give you $200 of onboard credit. I did receive an email from someone that received what they say is that what they think, and I think it probably was in this instance, a phone call from someone at Princess who they said was really rude, said your cruise is canceled. If you want to book it for a lot more money, you can go ahead and do that and we'll give you $200 of onboard credit. When they asked for something in writing about that, the person hung up. And so that's not going well, but just wanted to start the conversation here. You know, I always tell you that I always think of things from a business standpoint. I studied in the School of Management, business finance. That was my major, and in college. So I always think of things from both sides, both as a consumer, as a, well, three sides, as the consumer, because I am one, and a travel agent, and a person running a business. And it's a really hard thing to navigate when you try to put all of that together and you think of what it must mean to them when you look at a glitch that really sells a cruise for like maybe a third of what it should really be sold for, is what a lot of these things are sounding like. I'm going to put it out there. What do you think the Princess should do? I know that we've got people that say they should absolutely honor that. They sold that. I see that side of it. We've got people that say, if you're going to make us pay more for it, you need to give us more than $200 of onboard credit. I see that as well. I know the Princess has a lot of computer glitches. Their website often has glitches. And so I am hoping that they've learned from this and they're going to move forward with some help with their website, because whatever's going on now seems to have a lot of glitches often, not necessarily with pricing, although every once in a while I see funny glitches on there with pricing. The other day there was like a cruise that was for sale, and you know how when you get to the end and you can decide if you want to book it or not, it lists how much it is per person and then the total at the bottom. When you added up the two amounts per person, it didn't equal the amount at the bottom. So there might be more glitches coming and more glitches that have taken place. But let's talk about this in the comments. I'm not even saying that I know completely the right answer to all of this. There's so much to consider with this, and I get the consumer side. Of course we want that. They sold it for that, and absolutely, I get that. I also see the other side. They're like, oh my gosh, we can't sail a ship if we sold all the cruises for a third of what they're supposed to be. I get that too, but we've got to find an answer to this that kind of serves both sides. So it's just kind of fun to talk about it. Princess has made their decision, and I'm not changing their decision, and I don't know that you are either, but I think it's really fun to talk about and kind of think about this moving forward. So today we are in Homewood Suites by Hilton. It's in the one that is in Billerica, as they say here in Massachusetts, if I'm saying that correctly. Bedford and Burlington is what it says on the Hilton website. So we have stayed here before. If you are just new around here, we come to visit our son in Cambridge, and when I go by myself, I sleep on an air mattress there in their apartment. But when Gordon and I go, we stay in hotels to make it just a little bit more comfortable. And so we just always move around to different hotels, whatever is cheaper that night in the whole Boston region. They live in Cambridge. And so, like I said, this is where we're staying tonight. We've stayed here before. We've got a video showing what the rooms look like. We're really pleased with this hotel. Right next door is the Hampton Inn. And so you can kind of compare with what you want and the pricing on it. I really like the Homewood Suites because you have two rooms. We have this little, like, there's a full kitchenette here. You can cook here if you want. They've got a dishwasher, there's a refrigerator, and then the bedroom is separate in the bathroom. So that's kind of nice. But just wanted to let you know where we are, and it's nice to be with you. So anyone who is sailing on a Princess ship or any other cruise line, let us know how everything is going. I still love to hear how things are going on different ships. I like to hear how Sodagate is working out for everyone. It's fun to hear the joy that everyone is experiencing as they take cruises, and the summer season is in full swing. Alaska's going, Europe's going. Everything sounds like it's going really well, and I'm excited for everyone who gets to go. So I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.